Welcome to another episode of Hazel Reviews. Today we're going to be looking at installing LineageOS on the Sony Xperia 1 Mark III. So you can pick this up online, I'll put a link in the description. Let's get right into it. So it comes in a few different colors, black, purple, and silver. Now let's go on to the specs. For the processor, you got the Qualcomm Snapdragon 888 with an Adreno 660 GPU. What does that mean in English? Flagship specs, bro, flagship specs. It also comes with 8 or 12 gigs of RAM, 256 or 512 gigs of UFS 3.0 storage with micro SD card slot for expandable memory up to 1 terabyte. For display, he got a 6.5-inch 4K OLED panel with a resolution of 1644 by 3840 with a 120Hz refresh rate. That is 643 for the PPI Patrol. He got glass on the front, glass on the back, and aluminum frame that is rated IP65 and IP68 dust and water resistant. For the battery, he got a 4500 mAh battery that features 30 watt wire charging and 7.5 watt wireless charging. And for the cameras on the rear, he got a triple setup. You got a 12 megapixel main camera, 12 megapixel ultra wide, and a 12 megapixel telephoto lens with a time of flight sensor, and on the front you got an 8 megapixel selfie cam. And it's running Android 13 with Sony's Xperia skin on top. So without further ado, let's get to the unboxing. So you got your phone itself, let's put that to the side. You get your 30 watt charging brick and your USB Type-C to USB Type-C charging cable, and that's pretty much it. Let's put that all back to the side and we'll get to the device itself. Let's give it a wipe down. Bang! Check that out. Without further ado, let's boot her up. Alright guys, I'm just going to skip through the setup and then we'll reach into the OS. Talk about yourselves. Alright guys, we're back in. I have skipped through the setup, and it's time to enable OEM unlocking and USB debugging, one of the first steps to unlock the bootloader. So you have to go to settings, about phone, tap build number 7 times until you see that you're now a developer, go back to system and developer options, and then enable OEM unlocking and USB debugging. The next step you will have to do is go to the Sony Developer World website at developer.sony.com. And then you'll have to scroll all the way down into how to unlock the bootloader. But you'll have to select your device, and what we're going to be installing it is a 1 Mark III. So it's telling us to go to the phone app and type that specific number right there on the screen. So let's go to the phone app, and then we'll be putting the following number. And then click on configuration and see whether the bootloader can be unlocked. It can be seen under rooting status to bootloader unlock allowed. If it says yes, we can continue, otherwise you're pretty much stuck in here. So the next step you'll have to do is enter the IMEI number on your device, and once you do it, you'll just have to click submit and it'll automatically generate an unlock bootloader code for you. So now, what we're going to do is connect the phone to the computer via USB-C port and allow access to USB debugging. So once you've done that, we'll just go to the terminal and make sure that ADB and Fastboot is installed on your computer. Pretty much anyone has the program on their package manager. So once you have ADB and Fastboot installed, the first command is to look for your device by searching for ADB devices. And if your computer isn't recognized for the first time, just click always allow to use from this computer. So now we can continue on. So the next step we're going to do is to reboot to the bootloader by just typing ADB reboot bootloader. If the command is successful, a blue light should be shown on the phone itself. So now we've made it to Fastboot. To look for our device, we'll have to type in Fastboot devices. So that the next thing we'll have to do is type Fastboot OEM unlock 0x, followed by the generated code provided by the website. Oh, and it's time to reboot the device. So now it'll show you a new screen once you've unlocked the bootloader, which means it's a success. So what we're going to do now is to reboot the bootloader again. All the Lineage OS files, including the operating system, the recovery image, and the Google Play services, are all available in the link in the video description. So without further ado, we're going to be looking for our files needed to install Lineage OS on the device. So where I've downloaded is in my downloads folder, so CD downloads ADB PDX215. And then to show all the files, you'll have to just press LS. These are all the necessary files needed to install Lineage OS. So what we're going to do is type fastboot flash dtbo.img. And then the next file we're going to be putting is vbmeta. So fastboot flash vbmeta.img. And then the next file we're going to be putting is the boot image file, which is essentially the recovery image for the phone. So what we're going to do is just put fastboot flash boot.img. And once you made it to this recovery screen, you'll have to go for factory reset, format data, and factory reset. And once you've done that, you'll just go back, apply update, and just apply from ADB. Now we're back at the terminal, and what we're going to do is install the actual operating system. ADB sideload, and copy this and paste it here. And if you want to install Google Play services, you'll need an additional file called Mind the Gaps version 15.0 as of recording this video. So what you're going to do is hit ADB sideload Mind the Gaps version 15.0 ARM64 and hit enter. So now once that's done, all you have to do is reboot system now and it'll do the rest for you. Congratulations, you have reached Lineage OS on the Sony Xperia 1 Mark III. And that's pretty much it on installing Lineage OS on the Sony Xperia 1 Mark III. Stay tuned for another episode of Hazel Reviews, and until then, I'll see you in the next one.
Thank you.